All right. First, I want to start off by saying Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shah, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shah, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shah. Call Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kodash, double honors, pastor, elders, great millstone, rule, teach well, peace, salutation to all you occupied four corners of the earth. I'm Yaquah from YSO, Yahweh Shah, sanctified ones. Coming back to you with a quick lesson. It's shalom to you, Aquath, that's listening and learning. Hey, I got a quick lesson. I'm just not gonna be a long, probably just a 2 scripture lesson, but it's gonna be straight to the point because I seen this video here. As you can see in the video, China has united Iran and Saudi Arabia. Okay, Iran is to their to if you're is the white and green and red, and the all green is Saudi Arabia. Okay, but they've united. They're uniting the East. All right, they're uniting the Arabs, right? They're bringing them under one coalition, right? To what? To get ready to fight against Esau, Edom. And the minute that they united the Saudis, that's OPEC. Okay, that's OPEC. That's the petrodollar getting ready to be out the door. Okay, it was there was I want to say was it South Africa? I think the president said that in a few weeks we're going to see the dollar really change. They said that and Russia has deleted the debt of South Africa. Right? They had like $20 billion in debt to South Africa. Russia deleted that debt. Russia forgave their debt to the dollar. Why? Because they're getting rid of the dollar. The dollar is dying. The only people don't understand and know it is America. Is these Americans, here in Babylon. Okay, Russia literally deleted the debt of South Africa that they owed them $20 billion. Why? Because the money is going to be worthless. It's going to be worthless. Ecclesiastes 12, the grinding shall cease. Okay, America's grinding shall cease. And then another story I seen that I'm gonna just talk about right quick before I get into my scripture is in America. In Detroit, they about to close down 36 Burger Kings. Burger King about to start shutting down 36 of his doors, starting with 36. So, hey, man, this thing is coming to an end. This thing is coming to an end, and that's more crime, more robbery, more murders, more rape. Okay, why? Because you got all them employees from 36. If you got 50-something plus employees, 100 plus employees, or from each one. So let's just do the math. So you got 50 employees, okay? Times 36. Hell, you got 1,800 people out of work. 1,800 people out of work. Okay? So, hey, so you can know as this thing grows, where they gonna go? Where they gonna get a job? How they gonna pay their bills? And Detroit is already a place where it's always on a cuff, right? Detroit is always on a cuff of just blowing up. It's always like a powder keg. It's just always waiting to explode. It's always something else. So, it's only so much that the people of this system can take, because it's bearing down its weight. America, Babylon, Esau, Edom is bearing down its weight upon the people. Okay. And they're saying people's getting evicted out their houses because money is short. People they're losing their jobs because Kroger was supposed to be starting to cut different job chains. It's supposed to be they was having a problem getting in different produce. The shit is getting overly real, right? So, but this right here, this is the nations rising up. The nations are rising up to come against Babylon. The Saudis is rising up against, and the thing about Iran and the Saudis, they had a issue for 7 years. They haven't been aligned in 7 years. They've been beefing with each other. They haven't been seeing eye to eye. But here come Moab joining the nations. Okay, holding their hands, join them in together. Okay, so right here now, let me go into the scripture This is Jeremiah 50. This is Jeremiah 50 and 9. For lo, I will rise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations. These are great nations. This is an assembly. They have assembled themselves together. How much more can you assemble yourself by taking the money from America? And the biggest money game in America is what? It's OPEC, the petrodollar. Okay, that oil money. See, that's that old money from America. They stole all that oil, stole the land, stole the oil, went over to there and bribed them to give them oil, stole oil fields from Iraq, from Saddam Hussein. You know, so this is big money here. That's why Biden was trying to rush and get everybody into a fucking electrical car, because the handwriting is on the wall. They know what's coming. See, Esau knows what's coming his way. Esau knows that the nations are going to assemble themselves. Oh, what about that split with who's that? Taiwan and Honduras. Honduras is one of Taiwan's biggest backers. They said, "Fuck this, man. We out of here." They fucking with China and Russia now. See, this is an assembly of the nations against who? Babylon, man. So right here, let me go. Let me keep going. North country, and they shall set themselves in array against her. And when they set themselves in array against her, there's going to be the nuclear missiles. Okay. From this she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. So everything gonna hit a spot. Nothing is going to miss. Nothing is going to miss, because they have put themselves in array, in formation against this devil. Okay, and with China and Russia in the middle of it. Okay, they already got America had bombed some shit over in Syria. You know, so they've been doing so much filth that these nations is like, look, we're tired of y'all shit. We tired of y'all beating us and ruling us. It's time for us to fight back. And the only way to fight back is to stand up with a superpower that's fighting you back. And a power that's just as strong as you is China. Another power that got as much strength as you is Russia. So why not join with them two? Because it's them two against you. And now it's going to be all of us against you. And you are not going to be able to sustain. You're not going to be able to sustain, because Japan is not big enough or strong enough. Britain's going to turn its back. Okay. All these other nations that is with America, France is already on the hell is burning. France is still, to this day right now, they still fighting. They still burning that bitch down. And they've been doing this for some years. And they still burning shit down in France. France is still burning. Okay. Germany is going to collapse. All these countries that Babylon has with them, they're going to fall. They're going to falter. They're going to turn their back. Because once you start getting that break off, right? Once everybody start feeling it, that's why I think it was South African said in a few weeks the dollar is going to be totally different. So hey, look, so whatever a few weeks is, OPEC, once you can trade in other things other than the dollar with OPEC for oil, that's game. That's the ball game. Because now you're not the big dog on the block no more. Because it was only the dollar that was being traded in oil. Everybody had to trade it in the dollar. And now one of the biggest, most heaviest commodity of the earth is oil. And it can be traded in other currencies. So you got the ruble, you got the yuan, you got whatever other currencies that it can be traded under. And it's going to be a viable currency. The dollar don't have no choice but to drop, because it's not the big boy on the block no more. Now Esau got to use them weapons, but he going to use weapons that all these other nations got too now. See, now that all these other nations has been built up just as strong as Esau, Edom. So now it's a problem. Now you're going to have wars, and all wars all over the place, because now Edom got to go to war with everybody now. Edom got to go to war. Only way Edom is going to see their way of saving themselves is just by the sword. They're going to run right to their blessing, no matter how much weapons these other nations got. But Edom gonna run right because that's all they know how to do. Run right back to their old dog bag of tricks, right to that weapon, and it's gonna fail them. Okay. Let me get here. Verse 10, and Chaldea shall be a spoil. Edom, Esau, Edom. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord. They're gonna be satisfied. They gonna get their fulfillment. Because what did them Saudis do to that supposedly was a photographer or a news guy, but they said he was a CIA agent and they killed his ass and dismembered him, cut him up and shit. What you think they're gonna do to these Edomites, man? What do you think they're gonna do to him? They're gonna do the same shit they did to that other Edomite that was supposed to be just a photographer, or he was a newsman or whatever. They're gonna chop his ass, they're gonna chop Edom up, they're gonna be chopping them Edomites up, they're gonna come over into this land. And quiet is kept, they not even gonna probably really be want to fuck with Jake. I mean, they're gonna kill some Jakes, but they're probably not gonna want to because at the end of the day, Sir Jake, you gonna know we don't fuck with Edom. You know, they probably gonna come over and give you that chance. You know, Esau, you love so-called white men, you devil. You know, you whole devil, you fighting with the devil, we kill you. You know? Verse 11, because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of my heritage. And that's the whole point. The whole point for all of this hell that Esau Edom is going through is because he destroyed the heritage of the Lord. Israel, Yashala, the so-called blacks, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indians, and all the speckled birds. Okay, because Esau has destroyed his people, right? Because Esau has destroyed the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai's people. Read that again. Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, O ye destroyers of mine heritage. Look at our people. We do many videos about our people. We had a highways and byways about our people. We everywhere you look, you can look on the regular news about our people. How broke, busted, and disgusted. How trodden, how tore down, how just snuffled, knuckled, hey big bird. How just, you know, that's our people. Like it's just nothing left. Zombied out, drugged out, you know, destroyed. Because ye are grown fat as the heifer at grass and bellows as bulls, eating good. You know, got it all. Fat as fuck. You know, you like Agag. Stick a fucking a fork in him, he's done. It's stuck that knife in his gut, and motherfucker just swallowed, was so fat, couldn't even see the knife. It's swallowed all up inside of him. Okay. Your mother shall be sore confounded. Who's Babylon's mother? Who's the mother of Babylon? Where did AKA America come out of? Britain. The seventh. Who's the seventh? Britain is the seventh. Who came out of that? AKA America, George Washington. And them founding forefathers. Fighting for freedom, coming over and stealing land and claiming it as our own. Uncle Sam. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She gonna be fucked. She that bore you shall be ashamed. All your doings, all your transgressions, all the hell you put upon the people. Babylon, your own mama, gonna be. She ain't even gonna be able to hold her head up. Because then on that same note, she gonna be getting her ass whooped too. Because Russia already said they're gonna get at Europe anyway. So Britain, all right, they already been telling their soldiers, y'all get ready, prepare. We're gonna have to fight Russia. We're gonna have to fight Russia. They already know. China coming to America. I had a fucking dream. You understand? I had a dream that North Korea, China, them little dudes. I had a dream they was here, and it was fucking chaos, and they was killing everything everywhere. Esau was driving around in their truck. Yeehaw, kill these motherfuckers! And truck just blew up out of nowhere. Big ass Chinese tanks coming through, just destroying shit. All right, so Russia, we already know going over to Britain. The majority of these little fucking Chinese dudes, and especially because of Taiwan, they coming over here with America because America vowed to protect Taiwan. So they coming over here. They gonna come over after they finally go into Taiwan, and after they finally get done with Taiwan. Who's next? The men that they were fighting in Taiwan, because they're gonna be fighting America in Taiwan. So where's the next spot they gonna come to? After they've been weakened in Taiwan, where else is there to come? Now it's time to come over here and finish them off. Okay, so the Lord has assembled these nations. All these nations are being assembled right before our face. Okay, back to the scriptures. Your mother shall be sore confounded. She that bore you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert. See, because of the wrath of the Lord, okay, it shall not be inhabited, and that's America. It's going to be desolate. Because why? The nation's going to assemble and drop them missiles. They're going to set up an array against her. Okay? Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished. Everybody going to come across this and like, damn. What's that shit Jake be on? Damn, what's that app Jake be using? Fuck. Hey, what's that shit? Jake be on, they be always watching Jake get fucked up, whatever. But they're gonna be on there like, damn, damn, shit. Some people will be crying, be howling, wailing. Oh no, my Lord, look. Yeah, it's gonna be like that, you know? Because of the wrath of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem, this is capital letter, so it's Yahweh. Right? By Shem Yahshua, we say in the name of Yahushua, it shall not be inhabited, but it shall be wholly desolate. Everyone that goeth by Babylon shall be astonished and hiss at her plagues. But put yourselves in array against Babylon, round about. And that's all them nuclear missiles. All them nuclear missiles round about. Okay? All ye that bend the bow, they all bend the bow. Every single one of these nations got a bow. And China got the biggest and the most deadliest. And they got the most men. Okay? And then you got North Korea. North Korea ready to run all through South Korea. Who's in South Korea? America. They want to be in Taiwan, everywhere. Ukraine. They're all over. Okay. But North Korea, if y'all ain't never seen North Korea, they got the little men, they run around with the bomb on their chest with the nuclear weapon as a bomb. So you don't think they're gonna be dropping off them little green men inside the United States out of a plane, and when they touch and hit the ground, they come running at your ass. Boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Little fucking bombs going off everywhere, man. They're ready to die for their shit. They're bred for it. The Lord bred the nations for this very fucking reason. This is the nation's biggest part in the movie. The nations never get a part in the movie so big. This is their 15 minutes of fame in the Lord's eyes. It's the destruction that he about to make them put down on this so-called white man. This is where you about to see the biggest action of our whole movie. The heathen will never get such a big role ever again, because they're nothing. But this is the one time. The biggest roles here is Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Southern Kingdom, Northern Kingdom, on down, and then come Esau. Esau is a co-star. But here come the walk-alongs, okay? That's the heathen nations, and they about to show the fuck up and show the fuck out, because this is their big moment. They're gonna please the Lord, and this is how they please him, by doing his wrath upon these wicked demons on this earth. Kolo Yahabashim al-Shah. Okay. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about, all ye that bend the bow. Shoot at her. Spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Shoot at her. Spare no arrows, and not one fucking missile not gonna be launched. Everything you got, you gonna drop that motherfucking shit. Everything you got, you gonna every missile, every bullet, every tank, every plane, you gonna just give it all. Everything you got, you gonna come. Hey, the French was over in South Africa, and the South African president told him, he said, get out of here with your lies. You're a liar. Called him a liar, told him to get out of here with your lies. You're not here to help us. You're here to hurt us. You're taking, you're stealing, you're robbing from us. Okay? So the Lord says, shoot it all. Don't let nothing, don't save not one fucking missile. Even all that old shit, okay, from the 1800s, pull that shit out too. Because we're going to get it all in. We're going to deplete all your shit, and it's all going to get up into Babylon. We're going to wear Babylon the fuck out. Because we're going to make sure that motherfucker going to burn. Because we're going to make sure that motherfucker ain't coming back. See? Shout against her round about. She hath given her hand. Her foundations are fallen. Her walls are thrown down. For it is the vengeance of the Lord Yahweh. Take vengeance upon her. Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. Take vengeance upon her, as she has done unto her. Do unto her as she hath done. She's done. What has Babylon done to the earth? Not only just to Israel, which we are the main reason, right? Because when you fuck with us, you done fuck with Yahweh Bashim al-Shah. But the Lord said, you motherfuckers done did it to everybody. Okay? So the Lord said, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take even vengeance upon her, as she have done unto her. Okay? Take vengeance upon her. Why? Because she's done it unto all the nations. This is what she has done. Do unto her as she has done unto you. An eye for an eye. You got to get your get back. Or what James Brown got that song? Ooh, ooh. I got to get back. Okay? So you got, the Lord got to get that back. That shit's old. You got to build it that's due. So that's the assembly of these nations. These nations has assembled themselves, okay, to cut this double down. All right. Cut off the sword from Babylon, and him that handleth the sickle in the time of harvest, for fear of the oppression, sword, they shall turn every one to his people, and they shall flee every one to his land. So they're gonna be running from the oppression, the oppressor, the oppressing sword. They're gonna run from the oppressing sword. And who's the oppressing sword? Esau, Edom. They're gonna be running from that. Because why? Because all these other nations gonna be whooping that ass. It's gonna be over. And they're gonna run right back to their own nations. The Arabs gonna run right back over to Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, everywhere else they at. The Chinese gonna run right back over to China. They're gonna get the fuck up out of it. The Japanese gonna run back over to Japan. Then everybody gonna be running back to their nations. Ham gonna turn around and call them cunters and get the fuck back to Africa. Okay, everybody gonna be running back to their own land. Every Cambodia, the Filipino, everybody gonna be trying to get the fuck out of America. Because when this shit is popping, everybody gonna be like, man, I gotta go. We gotta get back to our land. Because you know what? Now our land looks way better than this shit, where America was such a pleasing to the people. You can come and get rich, you can do this here, you can that. You can live better than the Negroes, the Latino, Native Americans. They'll be under your feet. They'll work for you at your stores. They'll be your slaves. You can do whatever you want. You can have a good time here. But they're gonna be trying to run to get away from this shit now. Because why now? Their oppression in their country don't seem as bad as what's happening to them now. What's gonna be happening to America? They're gonna be getting like, fuck this shit. We out of here. And for some, it's gonna be for a lot of them, it's gonna be too late. Because a lot of them ain't gonna have the finances or the ways to get out this motherfucker. See, a lot of them gonna get trapped in this bitch because they don't join hands with this devil. A lot of them in their military. So it's gonna be a lot of different avenues, you know. Right here, let me get this right quick. Let me jump back to here. This is Jeremiah chapter 49. Jeremiah chapter 49. Did I say Isaiah in that first one? I'm sorry if I did say Isaiah Salaki, but I was in Jeremiah. I was in Jeremiah 50. I was in Jeremiah 50 chapter earlier, 50, and I started at 9. Just in case I might have said Isaiah. I'm not really sure. I may not have done, but if I did, Salaki. But all right, but back. This is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning this is my last scripture. I'm gonna close out. Concerning Edom. This is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is Esau, is Salaki? I can't say Esau. Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? This is what it's gonna be. When it's in the time of this coming calamity, that wisdom gonna be this. Then where they prudent at? Where they at? Where y'all wisdom at? Where's the Germans at? Where's Teman at? You know, right? Is counsel perished from counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Flee ye, turn back, dwell deep, O inhabitants of Dedan. For I will bring the calamity of Esau upon him. Lord said, get the fuck out. Because the calamity of Esau is coming. Okay? You don't want to be this devil. He might seem like he good now, but this devil got some shit he got to pay for. I don't want to be around that kind of shit. Right? The calamity of Esau upon him. The time that I will visit him. Ooh, the Lord's visitation is nasty. If grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some gleaning grapes? If thieves by night, they will destroy till they had enough. But you fucking devils, you Esau, you don't stop. You still to this day and over in Syria stealing all they fucking oil. As soon as you got over to Syria, you went over there and took over the oil fields. Everywhere you go, you take over their substance, their economics. You oppress a man in his own house. But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. You can't go nowhere. Esau, you everywhere now. You're open. You're out in the open. The Lord got you in every country, except for a few. You're open, and you're few in a lot of those countries. You're open. Just like North Korea, they gonna wear it out because you're not enough out there. It's not enough. You're only gonna be spread but so far. You can't spread yourself but so far. Peanut butter on hey, you can only spread it so far before you gotta dip back in and get some more soldiers and put a little more. And they really ain't. And these motherfuckers in America, we got a bunch of drug addicts. You got a bunch of fucking faggots, a bunch of fucking, queers. Okay, a bunch of men want to be women. Women want to be men. What the fuck you gonna do? You fucked. And the rest of them is drugged out. Drugged out. Okay, all kind of drugs. China making sure that, dying off, killed off, all kind of shit. The war has been upon you. You just couldn't see it. Your nation has been weakened. You just can't see it. Now it's just showing. Because the United States military should be full of Edomites. It should be 95.9% Esau. the majority of your people should be in the fucking military because you motherfuckers ain't got peace. You motherfuckers got to go to war. You're always in somebody else's shit. Eventually, somebody gonna wake up and want to fuck you up. And it's only so long that you can hold other people who got nothing to do with it that's gonna kick it with you like that. Because at the end of the day, that ain't my fucking war, my nigga. I ain't in that shit. That's you. That's your people. I ain't in that bitch shit. You done fuck my people over. I ain't got no dog in that fight, homeboy. See? And that's when it come down to. Jake gonna run. The heathen nations gonna run. And you're gonna be left to yourself. And you probably make up less than 40-some% of the military. The majority of military is made up of Negro, Latino, Native Americans, and the heathen fucking nations. While your little Edomite boys run around in the fucking country hills, run around talking yay ho, smoking whatever the fuck they smoking, okay? And they little militias waiting to fight you their own fucking self in their own fucking country. Because you talking about your own fucking people. Because you listen to Amalek. And you got Amalek ruling over all you motherfuckers. And they're fucking you all over. That's on y'all. You know? Hey, this your bag of tricks, bitch. Okay? I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered her secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled. They already rotten. Your seed is done. Barely even having babies as it is. And his brethren and neighbors, and he is not. You're not that no more. Because those in your military, the older guys, a lot of older Edomites, man. These young Edomites want to be niggas on the street. They want to go around acting like they so-called Negroes. Right? They want to go around being tight and cool and doing all this, but they ain't trying to be all up in your military. Okay? Shit, they want to do something else. They over here trying to get rich and live in the fat ass fucking house and trying to be Jake and trying to do rap music and get high, get blown. Okay? Never could you ever have a nation, but you're the same way as you were when you was the Greeks. You're the same way as you were when you were the Romans. You're the same way. It's the same shit y'all did. It was never just you. It was always you plus other nations. Because you were never strong enough to deal with all the nations, with other people. You needed other people to make you stronger and better. Just like you needed the so-called Negroes to build America, to make you better. You needed us to make your lights, your mailboxes, your phones, to make your alarm systems, to make your doorknobs. You needed other people to make your shit better because your people wasn't good enough. Because your people couldn't do it. You needed us to teach you how to make cars at a high level, at a high rate on the assembly line. Ford needed to steal from a so-called Negro who was making cars on an assembly line faster than he could make one car by hand. You needed us. We didn't need you, nigga. We didn't need you. You need us to dribble basketballs. You need us to play football. You need us to play baseball. You need our people. Anybody that do any of these sports, the majority of them is so-called Negroes. Only thing you probably one of the best at is hockey. And the last time I looked, it was a lot of Negroes back up coming up in hockey that was damn good. You need us in your system to make your shit better. So just like in Rome, just like with Greece, you needed the other nations. You mainly was Jake. You mainly had it was Judah that was in a Roman soldiers. A lot of Judites because they was gladiators, always fighting. You needed us. We never needed you, and still to this day don't. You can't do the things that these all through history. That's why basketball turned into what it was. When you used to play basketball, you used to literally stand in a fucking circle or a square and pass the ball to one guy, to the next 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 guy, shoot to the next guy, to the next. Like, what the fuck is that? Why you got to stand there and just wait to pass it? Pass it to me, pass it to you. That's your thought. Jake was like, nigga, Rick, went to the hole, boom, put up on you bitches. Like, what the fuck is y'all niggas doing? Why y'all just standing there in one square passing around? I'ma rip your ass. I'ma go into the hole. Boom, bitch. Shut up. Wake up, motherfucker. Jake got into football. Y'all had to create bigger helmets. Y'all had to create thicker helmets. Because Jake was rocking y'all Edomite ass, man. Motherfuckers was dying from getting hit so hard. Because your brain couldn't take that kind of pressure. That when Jake came in, it was a whole nother ball game. Football had to change constantly. Jake hit so fucking hard. Jake, because all balls to the walls. Who we are? We are power. We are gods. Psalms 82:6. Ye are gods, but you shall die like men. Because your sins and transgressions against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, so we switch and change the whole game. You can't play pity pat when you fucking with Jake. Look at the UFC. Who's on top? Look, what's that dude? John Bones Jones. He came back, he was still fat. Came back, still won shit. Majority is Jake. It's either from Judah down to Ephraim to Issachar. It's Manasseh. One of the other nations. Somebody else is in your system better than your people. And they're doing it more. And they're always another nation. They're always an Israelite nation. They're always Israel. See? On top of your shit, boxing. Y'all don't even get into boxing no more. Boxing is so, Jake is just overran boxing. Y'all need to wake the fuck up and smell the coffee. You going down. Okay. Leave thy fatherless children. I will preserve them alive, and let thy widows trust in me. For thus saith the Lord, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And that's us, that's the Israelites. Okay. Has assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? So we weren't supposed to drink of this cup, but we surely had to drink of it. So who the fuck are you that you ain't got to drink of this cup? You gonna drink the dregs, the very filth at the end of it. Everything, you got to get it all back. You got to get it all back. And it's going to start with these nations. Hey, Shalom, Makwa. Okay. Thou shalt not go, Salaki, where was I at? Yep, sure. All right, right here. Was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, that Basra, Esau, Edom, so-called white man, America, okay, the destroyer, okay, the destroyer of the earth, the destroyer of the people, right? Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith the Lord, that Basra shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, a curse, which you were made to be. And all the cities thereof shall be perpetual waste. Everything gonna be laid down. I have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent unto the heathen, saying, gather ye together, like they doing. Look at them, gathering together. That's the heathen nations. Okay, gather ye together and come against her, and rise up to the battle, baby. Let's go. It's time to rock. We gotta build. We gotta throw it down, and the list gonna start with you fucking heathens, man. And then we gonna have to come in and throw you down through the Yahweh Shem Yahushua. When Yahweh hit this motherfucker, it's over. But you are the beginning of Yahweh coming, because you got to start this. The nations that the Lord has built up to start taking this devil down. and the Lord is going to put the icing on the cake. See? They're going to build the cake, but the Lord is just going to make it sweet. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, which Esau is, and despised among men. They hate this fucking ass. And this was their buddies. This was their buddies. Honduras was fucking heavy with America. Honduras fucking heavy with Taiwan. The fucking OPEC been fucking with America since was that the 70s? OPEC started trading trading the dollar. I'll look it up, but I ain't in the mood right now. You know, I'm gonna lose my spot. But I think it's somewhere in the 70s, I believe, where America's got to deal with OPEC. So since the 70s, so it's 80, 90, 2000, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 10. Oh shit, I don't know. 70, about 70 years, right? So let's say 70, so 80, 90, 2010, 20. That's fine. About 50 years, about 54 years, 53 years, somewhere up in there. Shit, so they had a nice run. They had a long relationship. But that shit is coming to an end. You got the Saudis and Iran fucking with each other after 7 years. They had a fallout. They was like, I ain't fucking with you no more. Moab done brought them back together. That's the Lord using Moab and Russia to bring Gog and Magog and Turkey and his band. This is his band. They all coming together. All the nations are being gathered, and they're making amends with each other. You are fucking Amalekites in our fucking land. Your ass is gonna get it too. You gonna get ran through over there in the east. They gonna get together and run your ass. See, you've been fucking Iran, Syria, everybody. You've been fucking Jordan, Damascus. You've been fucking everybody over there. They gonna run through you, Amalek. Amalek, the Lord said, I will have war with your Edomite red ass forever. And this shit is coming to your doorstep. You right in the middle of it. The Lord got you so fucked up, Amalek. He got you right in the middle of all your enemies, you dumb motherfucker. Thy terribleness have deceived thee. You're terrible. You've been deceived because you've been able to be so terrible for so fucking long. And the pride of thine heart, to go back to Obadiah, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, who lives high? Esau, Edom. You can go to fucking Colorado, and these motherfuckers got houses built out of the mountains. High up in the mountains, in the clefts of the rock, the Caucasus Mountains, Mount Sierra, Mount Petra. They love to live up in rocks in high places. Okay? When you Esau, Edom, right here in America, you start going through Colorado, go through fucking Utah, go through the mountain areas. And you'll start, and you look up, you're like, ah, damn, it's a house outside of it's a mountain, but it's a house growing up. They done built a house out of the mountain. Yes. The motherfuckers hanging off the cliff of the rock. Like the scriptures say. It ain't us. It ain't Jake. It sure ain't you, Negro. Okay? And then you go out there, you'll find Gad. You want to find Gad? You can find a whole load of the motherfuckers going out west up in the mountain areas. Wyoming, Utah. Okay? Go all up in that area. Hold on up in Idaho, all that shit. You're going to find Gad like a motherfucker. That's where they hiding them at. Because I very rarely see a Gadite anywhere around this bitch. But you go way out deep. Don't get out deep. Get on up in them Rocky Mountains. Get on up in Utah. Get on up in Wyoming.
I was slacking this year. I was listening. I was studying. But I was hearing. I got a scripture.
Yeah, we got a scripture. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let's Jeremiah.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 33:1.
Come.
Woe to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled.
That's right.
And delightest dealest treacherously. And that's Esau Edom because Esau wasn't spoiled.
Yep.
But Esau spoiled us.
That's right.
He spoiled a so-called Negro like Teddy Ray, put us in captivity, put us in slavery.
That's right.
So scripture say, destruction unto thee, which is woe, destruction to thee that spoilest, and thou was not spoiled, and dealest treacherously, and thy dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cause to be, when thou shalt cause to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled. So basically, Esau, he ain't spoiling no more because he got the world. He's done, you know. But then now he done spoiling up. Now he's done doing the shit he was doing throughout the world. He's like chilling now. He ain't got nobody in slavery. You know what I'm saying? He kind of he let his hand off the people of the world.
Right. Yep.
But no, you're gonna
be spoiled. Built their ass up.
He built their ass now. You're not really trying to be spoiled.
It's your time. That's right.
It was really 13-9.
Yeah.
He at least in captivity.
That's right.
He that killed the sword
was killed with a sword. That's
so
right.
Because Esau, you done done.
Yep.
You done spoiled the whole world. Now you old. Now you think you're getting a recompense for spoiling the people?
Exactly. And shit got to come back to you.
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no way around it. It's gonna come back to you, and you're gonna get it. And it's coming quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's coming quick because it's a whole lot of shit happening. Oh, it was another train derailment, and fuck, what was that train derailment? It just happened. It was a train derailment, Minnesota, man. In Minnesota, it was a bunch of fucking chemicals that just fucking exploded, and the shit fell off the trucks, and now come on, man. Come on, your kingdom is getting ripped down in all different kinds of ways. Dollars dropping.
Yeah, being spoiled.
Yeah, the dollar. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, you got some more.
Oh yeah, no more. Cause it to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, thou shalt deal. They shall deal treacherously with thee.
Hey, when did he make an end to stop dealing treacherously? Back when we got let out of slavery, when Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves. See, that was the beginning of them to stop dealing treacherously. And ever since then, Jacob's got what? Stronger and stronger. But so also has the nations. See?
That's spirit.
Yep.
Yeah. Because you go into it, that was that from 1620 to 1970.
Yep.
You know, because we was in slavery 1620.
Yep.
Well, you know, we mentioned we got let out, and that was at those 3.5 years, which is 350 years.
Yep.
Esau was allowed to speak blasphemy against the Most High, against the Lord, against His people, against the anointed.
Yep.
Now we speaking against him.
That's right.
You know, because
that's right.
The tables done turned.
Tables done turned. That's right.
So I'm not. But causing to spoil shall be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously. So Esau's like, all right, let's say, Esau.
We all can be friends.
Yeah, we all can be friends now.
Can we all just get along?
You know what I'm saying?
Like doing Rodney King.
You know what I'm saying? Can we all get along? Everybody's.
But I'ma still fuck you up.
Yeah.
I'ma still kill your people. I'ma still fuck you up the ass. But guess what? But we gonna be cool though.
Yeah, free opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Let Jake get the military.
Right.
Let Jake get these record deals.
Right.
Let Jake get these NBA contracts, football contracts and shit. Let niggas become entrepreneurs. You can get your own business and shit. Right, so script say, get the sword of the heart.
Yep.
So Esau, what did Esau do? Esau gave you niggas money to fuck your mind up. Black Lives Matter and shit. Black Lives Matter.
But you can turn around and oppress you, the rest of your people. Right. That's what I say. That was in that slave movie we talk about a lot? Uncle Tom's Cabin, when they had that round table meeting. They was talking about Jake. They was like, we just let the few in. Yeah. If we get the few of them in, and then that way we can we get the few in so we can oppress the many. Yeah. You know what I mean? They wanted to fuck over, they let a few of us in, but then the rest of us, they wanted to hold us down. And then they said, then the few see how we live, they'll see the good things we give them, and then they'll want to be like us, and they'll in return they'll oppress their own people for us. And they understood, and the bitches was the Edomite bitches was at the table. Yeah. So that's where you get your Margaret Singers from. I talked about on the weekend. Read the fucking book. Read the book. Reading Reading Rainbow, bitch. It's in a book. It's in a Margaret Sanger. Hillary Clinton idolizes that bitch. And she did a whole thing about that bitch. It's in a fucking book. Read the book. She talked about how to oppress the so-called Negroes, Latino Native Americans, and how Planned Parenthood or Parent Planned, how the fuck you say it, that abortion clinic was built to kill Negro babies, to kill them off, get them women feeling comfortable, feeling like they're going to lose something that they had as child. So what do you give them? You give them the right to vote. You give them the right to have money, to have different jobs, to have a job higher than a man, over a man. You give them rights to do those things. And then they'll turn around and they'll do what? They'll kill their own children for you. You let a few in and they'll oppress the rest of their people for you. See? Hey, so hey man, that's the crux of the lesson. Ain't no point. You got some more?
Yeah,
go ahead.
And thou shalt be spoiled, and when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
That's right.
O Yahweh, be grace unto us. We have waited for thee.
Yep.
Be thou there armed every morning, our salvation. Also in the time of trouble.
That's right.
At the noise of the trumpet.
That's right.
The people fled at the lifting up of thyself. The nations were scattered.
That's right. That's right. So look, that's it on that. Everybody get ready, be ready. The assembling of the nations is happening. So it's happening as right before our face. Pay attention to the news, know what's going on, because Esau Edom is going down. I was going to read the rest of Jeremiah 49. Hey, but y'all read it. Get into Jeremiah 49 chapter and understand. Get on down to 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and go and cover down to 22. Okay, read, get into the scriptures, read, learn, get that understanding. And at the Wadi Yahweh Shema Shai for his love, his grace, his peace unto Israel, unto Yashi'Allah, unto the Judah on down to Ephraim, to Issachar. Okay, hey, call on Yahweh Shema Shai for all you Akwath that's listening and learning. All you Akim out here pushing and striving on these highways and byways, keep pushing, keep teaching. We almost out of here. I'm Yaquab, and that's from YSO Yahushua Sanctified Ones. And with that, we want to say Shalom and Abba Babal.